Sagali Swagwig, Rebecca Niyungits, Onyata Aga Jit Wakatati. Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. I'm from Oneida Nation and I'm the owner of Ojiji Designs. Today I'm just going to do a little tutorial for you guys so you can follow along and get to know a little bit of my beading business and how to get started. Before we get started, I just want to go over all of the materials here that you will need to start beading. So here I have my Pellin or felt, stiffened felt it's called at craft stores. This one is more of like peachy pink color. Usually it comes in like a white like this, and it's kind of a little bit of a thickness to it. So you can find that at craft stores, Etsy, Michaels. Most of these you can find at Michaels. You can also use beading supply stores, local craft stores. Ones I like to use online are Beaded Edge Supply and Beaded Dreams. But if you just do a Google search of beading materials, you can find a lot. We also have our beading thread here. You can use Nymo size D or size O to get started. We have some beading needles. These are John James size 10. You'll also need some gems or something to bead around. You can just do a free design on your own, but I find it's easy for when you're just starting to bead around something, just to get used to your beadwork and your technique and style and everything. You'll need some hooks or something for whatever you're making. These are hypoallergenic gold hooks for these that will become the earrings. You need scissors, some craft glue. I use this Gorilla Super Glue. This is just to adhere the gems to the Pellin or the stiffened felt. A lighter you can use to burn the ends of your thread so that it prevents them from falling apart and your beadwork will stay in place, hopefully. Here we have seed beads. This is what I use. When I started, I used size 10, but also size 11 is, I believe, big enough to work with when you're a new beginner beader. There's all different kinds of beads that you can get. There's also this one, Miyuki Delicas, that you can use size 10 or 11. But I started with seed beads. Those are more user-friendly, I would say. And then we also have some sort of fabric or vinyl that you can use. This is for the backing. Once your earrings are done, you need something for the back so that this is the side that you'll see when you put on. It'll be the back of the earring like that. And so this is called vinyl backing. You can get it at, like I was saying, craft stores, online, Michaels. You can find that vinyl or plastic backing. Okay, so to start, I've taken one of my beading needles here, and then I have whatever length you're comfortable working with. For thread is good. This I maybe have a little over 30 centimeters here, so it's whatever you're comfortable with starting. You don't want to make it too long because then you'll get like tangled up and then you'll have to like start over, or it's just easier to start with a shorter piece of thread so that you're not getting all, you know, frazzled and tangled and everything. So just to start with, I would say this size is good. So I put one end through the needle, and then I have about 5 inches or so of a tail here, and this is the longer piece. So on the longer piece, we are going to tie a knot. You can do 1 or 2 knots here, just to make sure that it won't break through the felt here. So once you've got your knot and your needle all ready, then you can start with your gem here. So Sometimes they have a hole in them, sometimes they don't. So this one actually has 2 holes, one in the top, one in the bottom. So I'm gonna just start with that. Coming from the bottom, poke my needle to close to the gem as I can. And then so it comes out, and then go back down through the bottom hole of the gem. And then so in the back we'll have our knot, and then where our thread is coming through again. And then I want to put it through the top of the gem as well. This just makes sure that if somehow the glue comes off the gem, then the gem is still adhered to the stiffened felt, because we've got the thread bottom and top here. Okay, so now our gem is secured. We're gonna start actually beading. So again, we're gonna start from the bottom, put the needle through as close as you can to the gem here, and you will pull it through. Okay, and we need some beads to put down. So I'm gonna use these pink seed beads, size 11. Just need a little bit for now. And we'll pick up about 5 or 6 to start. So this is just to get comfortable with them. Of course, you can add more. You can work with 10 or 20 beads at a time. Just depends on your comfortability. So we've gone through the bottom. We've picked up 5 or 6 beads, and then we're going to poke the needle back through the pellin. We're going to be as close to the beads as we can, right there. Pull it through all the way. And so we've got 6 beads sitting nicely here. I'm going to hold the back of the thread with the finger on the back, and I'm going to come up between beads 2 and 3, and then go back down between bead 2 and bead 3. So we've got that tacked down a little bit, and then come back up between beads 4 and 5, and then back down. So now we've got our first row here tacked down every 2 beads. And so if you feel it, it feels pretty secure. If you need to, you can pull the back, make it tighter, but you don't want it too tight because we don't want our beads to bunch up. And so I'm going to come back up beside this last 6 bead here, and then pick up 6 more. So we'll just work like this all the way around the gem. Like I was saying earlier, you don't necessarily need a gem. I just think it's easier to work with when you're a beginner beader to bead around something. So I've got my 6 beads, and I'm coming back down as close as I can to the 6th bead here. And then I'm going to tack down every 2 beads. Like that. And so yeah, you can see we're beginning to get our shape here. We're beading along nicely. So here's what it looks like with 1 row completed. You can continue with the same color, or start with a new color, or try to do a pattern. I will also be linking in this video some other tutorials you can look at to help you continue on as a new beader, experienced beader, or just some other cool beaters to check out. So be sure to look at those. Thank you everyone for listening and watching today. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, OJG Designs, and TikTok at Gajeja Howie. And thank you for watching. You want to go?